The most important thing to note is you should watch the entire video before doing this, and I do successfully get stock Jelly Bean from Asus on my Transformer Prime. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Josh. My username stands for What Would Josh Do? And this video is going to show you how to update your Transformer Prime to official Jelly Bean from Asus. Right now we're running AOKP Milestone 6, which is based off Ice Cream Sandwich. And I've been meaning to do a CM10 video since my last one was built off an unofficial build and things like the on-screen and keyboard were showing up. But with the latest one, that doesn't happen at all. I'm trying to get it clear without the wavy lines in it. Anyways, we're going to open up Titanium back up. Of course, that's just showing you what's changed in the update. As soon as that's done spinning, now press batch, back up all apps and data, check mark, and then wait. This flies through updates way freaking faster than a dual core phone does. And apparently we have a filter set because I have way more apps than that installed. Back up restore. Yep, there was a filter called app. I was looking for that app store by Amazon. Clear, and then the checkbox. Now press the batch option. Back up all user apps and system data. And then operations already in progress. Alright, it says we should be able to do it now. Checkbox. Sweet. 234. If I get it any more clear, it has like wavy lines in it. Not going to go through all this. This is going to take a while. I did a video a couple days ago on all the 25-cent apps they had. It was only for a 5-day thing. So if you missed apps like Office Suite Pro 6, which is $15, and you weren't able to get it for 25 cents like I was, I do feel sorry for you. I tweeted about it, made a video about it, everything. Tried my best to inform people that it was for a limited time only. And I pretty much bought every single 25-cent app they had to offer. That was like a 10-cent app last year. See, now it's going to focus on the freaking camera. Now it's focused. Alright, we are about done. Normally, if you have Titanium Backup Pro, you could upload everything to Dropbox, but that's going to take a while. So we're going to utilize the fact that this thing has a USB port. We're going to be using this 32GB Patriot flash drive. It's USB 2.0, and it's the fastest flash drive I've ever had. And I think it's only $30. I will link to it in the description of this video. I made an unboxing video of it, but it was so stupid. I'll probably put it up on my second channel, which you'll find links to that in the description of this video. Anyways, from here you can go to schedules and then sync to box. If you don't have those options, you can go to preferences, and then you have to go in here and check like enable Dropbox, enable box. Dropbox is actually what I use for my Galaxy S3, and so that I don't get too confused, I just use Dropbox.net, and then like on my EVO 3D or my EVO 4 LTE, I'll just use Google Drive. So that's pretty neat. But what I'm going to do is plug in this flash drive. It says preparing SD card. I want to clear these notifications. I'm going to open up ES File Explorer. Then here's my Titanium Backup folder. There's a lot of things in there. So I'm going to long press on it. Choose copy. Then I'm going to go to favorites. And you'll see the USB disk that I have in there. And I'll paste it. And then to check the progress, you can just watch that. Now I'm not going to make you watch everything, so I'll go ahead and go back to Titanium Backup, Schedules, Sync to Box. Now it's going to take everything that's in the Titanium Backup folder and it's going to upload it. And we also have everything going to the flash drive. So yeah, that's a little impossible to read. Nope, still not readable. Dang it. I think I said this, but I'm syncing it to box.net and putting it on the flash drive just in case certain files don't copy to the flash drive or something. If everything does copy and work just fine, I'll just take this flash drive, plug it in there after I install the official Jelly Bean update from Asus and copy everything over without downloading it. That'll make things much quicker. Even though I have 50 down, 10 up, it's still faster to do it from a flash drive. This thing writes about 20 megabytes per second and reads at about 30. That's actual transfer rate. Alright, so now it's taking 468 megabytes worth of stuff and it's uploading it to box.net. Looks like we are now done. Everything is uploaded to box.net and we have it on the flash drive. So all of our app data like Angry Birds, Plants vs. Zombies, Minecraft, Jelly Defense, all of our games, everything is backed up to the cloud, safe, and we don't have to worry about losing it. From here, I'm going to show you that I have an older recovery, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. I do not recommend using Clockwork Mod Recovery because you will run into problems, and I cannot help you at all. As you'll see, I do have Android root. It is a custom bootloader. Again, they are working for one that works with Jelly Bean. Once you install this official update, it will overwrite the bootloader to a stock bootloader from Asus. With Jelly Bean, we're going to completely lose custom recovery in everything since this is an official update from Asus. It'll be completely stock like you just bought your Transformer Prime, except you will still be unlocked. I'm going to update my video on how to install custom recovery because before I had root access because I used the one-click tool and then I kept using Voodoo OTA Root Keeper and I kept restoring root, except I won't be able to do that this time. So I'm going to update my video on how to install custom recovery using ADB, and then the custom recovery I'm going to install Super User and give myself root access. And I'm also going to update my video on how to install the Android Moby root custom bootloader whenever they release it for Jelly Bean. So here you're going to see I have 2214. I'm going to update that to 2220, I believe. So we'll reboot system. And here again you'll see Android root 94220R01. I believe that's what that says. There's our AOKP animation. You can disable that, but I kind of like it. It grew on me after a while. At first I was like, this is stupid and I don't like it. Then after a while it was like, eh. And now I kind of like it. Okay, here we are, AOKP. I have a crap ton of apps installed, so it does take this thing a little while to start up and everything to get smoothed out. But we're going to open up the Goo Manager, which is available in the Play Store. We're going to press the menu button, or you can press up here and install OpenScript Recovery. Press yes, and you'll see that 2220 is available, so we'll want to install that since we have an old version. If you have that version, you don't have to install it. I don't know how to get rid of the wavy lines. It's annoying. Oh. Plume's updating. Sweet. It is a relatively small file, so it won't take long at all to download. See? It's almost done. Installing. I don't know if it'll reboot or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I install Twerp Recovery on every single device I have that Twerp Recovery supports. Yeah, it is rebooting. So, it does do it on the Transformer Prime. Android root. And I believe it's going to reboot back to system. Awesome. So from here, we are going to reboot back into recovery. Okay, so we're back in the system, and I'm going to manually power it down all the way. You know what? Also, I'm going to go ahead and do real quick, since I really like Nova Launcher and I plan on installing it again, and I hit the wrong thing. Press this. Don't add a screen. Dang it. There we go. Press this. Nova settings. Backup import. Backup. Okay. And it's going to put it in the SD card Datacom Tesla. So it's under Data. Tesla. Com. Backup. You know what? Let's just take all these. Copy them. Favorites. The USB stick, and then paste. So now we can take this, and when we do our super wipe, we'll still have our titanium backup folder and our Nova Launcher settings, desktop configurations, everything we've customized will be on that 32 gig flash drive. Like when I go here, all these settings will be saved. You see how it's like an accordion effect. Anyways, so now we're going to manually power it down. Okay, so from here, all we've got to do is hold down the volume down and power button, I believe. And then press up. Hopefully I chose the right one. I'm wanting to go into recovery. Awesome. It says that you can use an external SD card or flash drive or whatever, so we're going to see if that works or not. Go to install, Use external SD? Okay, so I've got to go take the ROM and put it on an SD card, not a thumb drive. 1 second. And I'm back. Okay, so I took this, I put both the flash drive that I had inside here and this, put both of them in my computer and transferred the titanium backup folder, the Nova Launcher backup settings, and I even added the official Jelly Bean ROM plus the super wipe zip. I'm gonna do a super wipe. Basically a super wipe wipes your internal. I've done it before. It's kind of not really fun. You've got to use ADB and you've got to push the files to your Transformer Prime. That was the only way to do it. Now that 2220 supports the external SD card, we have everything on here. So we're going to have a completely wiped Prime. So make sure you're not doing this unless you have the very latest for recovery and you have the ROM and everything you need right here. Gonna insert it in. I don't know if it'll let me choose it. No, it won't. So here's what we'll do. Reboot. We'll power it off. And then we'll pull volume down in power. Still have the Android root bootloader. Press volume up. Move this back over. To get it all in the frame. If you're not wanting to lose everything on your internal storage, meaning your titanium backup folder, everything you have on your Prime, the 32 gig or 64 gig, then make sure you just do the wipe and then the factory reset. So we'll go to install, use external. I can't press it. So here's what I think I gotta do. Mount using external. Huh? Why won't it see the SD card? Looks like you might see me troubleshoot this. Alright, we may not be doing a full super wipe. I may need to reboot the system and transfer the files over to the internal storage and then just do a normal factory reset where you don't lose everything that's on your internal storage. I was gonna do a video where I wasn't at home. I put my Transformer Prime on the top of the car. I put my camera, my tripod in the car, and then not even thinking about it, I drove off and I messed the Transformer Prime up. Some things got nicked and scratched and dinged, but it was in the dock and it was closed, so it's only external damage. But I don't think my SD card works anymore. I guess how I can tell is I can reboot the system and see if it recognizes the SD card. Oh! I just realized something. Maybe it means the external SD card that's on the side of the Transformer Prime, not the actual SD card in the slot. Huh. Got the slow class 2 SD card out of my EVA 3D. Says it's preparing it. Sorry if you hear banging, they're doing construction, that's why I didn't do a video yesterday, but I obviously can't just not make a video. Well, that's just not gonna work. Open up ES File Explorer. Where it's at? Right there. Then there's the actual SD card. Okay, so it's doing the SD card, the full size one, and the micro. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna choose select, then we're gonna choose the Nova settings, titanium backup, Prime full wipe, and the ROM. Then we're going to copy, and then we're gonna go to favorites, and then removable micro SD, and then there's all the stuff that's on my EVA 3D's SD card, and then press paste. Okay, so we're not gonna do the titanium backup folder. Well, why not? It's just my EVA 3D. Oh, I got some stuff on there that's different. Go back to the full size. I'm not gonna do the titanium backup folder. Just these three. Copy, favorites, micro SD. Nice delay there. Paste. So it did copy some of it. Okay, Prime wipe, US, and then Nova Launcher. Okay, sweet. Now we're gonna reboot it in recovery. You see me do it manually, so now I'm just gonna do it the easier way. I'm going to literally just kick myself hard if it was the fact that you can't use the full-size SD card, but you can use the micro SD card. So we're gonna go to install, external. Oh, it works! It freaking works! See, you can use a micro SD card to install ROMs. You just can't use the full-size SD card or the USB flash drive. Up a level, external SD card. There's the prime full wipe. And then there's our ROM. We're going to do the prime full wipe. Swipe to flash. Oh, I didn't make a backup of the current system. Damn it! And you also probably should have taken your twerp folder and put it on your flash drive, SD card, or micro SD card as well after doing your backup. Unless you use the external SD card when you made your backup. Oh well, just make sure you follow that direction. There's no looking back anyway. You can't restore an ice cream sandwich ROM after you've installed Jelly Bean because it replaces the bootloader. If you ran the NVFlash, there is a way. It's pretty complicated. You gotta do manual commands and etc. But there is a way to downgrade from Jelly Bean to ICS if you use the NVFlash method. Install. This is pretty freaking sweet, because like I said before, once I did the super wipe, I had to hook my Transformer Prime to my computer, and I had to ADB push the AOKP and the Google add-ons to the internal storage. But since the latest for recovery supports... Oh, okay, let's power off first. No OS installed. Are you sure you want to power off? Whatever. Should still have that custom bootloader. Oh, keep holding it. So I guess it reboots you into recovery. Well, damn. What did I do? I think I did something wrong. Okay, so we're in recovery now. We can go to install and see there's nothing at all on the SD card right now. Use external storage. They said you should be able to do this. Unless I need to take something out of that zip. It may not be like in the right format. Okay, that's what it probably is. Gosh darn it, this is one of those videos where I discover things as I move on. When you download the official update from the Asus website, it's a zip. Yes, that's how you flash ROMs. But it's actually a zip inside a zip. So open up the main zip, extract the other zip, and put that zip on here. See? Now it's a different name as you saw earlier. This time it should progress, fill up, and actually install. Successful! Reboot the system. No OS installed. Yeah, there should still be an OS. We'll see. It should say device unlocked. It says Android root. Let's see what happens. Maybe it has to actually like reboot for a first time for it to overwrite that custom bootloader. Y'all are seeing this for the first time and so am I, so this is a learn as you go thing. Kind of like how my original unlock and root method was. Except we don't have root. We're going to have a completely stock Prime, and we're not going to be able to install custom recovery by using Goo Manager since we don't have root. This is taking much longer than it ever has, so let's see what happens. This is all exciting. Normally I would not do this. I would just run with the latest AOKP nightly, or I mean, normally I wouldn't do this. I would just run with the latest CM10 nightly or an AOKP, but normally I wouldn't do it like this. I would just run with the latest nightly. Normally I wouldn't do this. I would just run with the latest CM10 nightly or an AOKP ROM. AOKP is my favorite ROM out there. But I do need to make a much better how to unlock, how to root, and etc. video. As most of you buying a Prime don't have an older version of software, so you can't run the PrimeTime tool and root your Transformer Prime while having a locked bootloader or an unlocked bootloader, doesn't matter. Wow, this is oh, this is kind of exciting. I won't even lie. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm definitely gonna put things up, make sure if you can still use a flash drive like I did, just to have another place that it's on, but you actually won't be able to install anything from it. Maybe one day they'll support that, who knows? But that is pretty freaking exciting that you can use the micro SD card. So when you do a full wipe, you don't have to ADB push the freaking ROM to your SD card. It's just nice. Like on my Galaxy S3, after a while, the more apps you install, the more things you do, the less and less room you have. I'm seeing this for the first time, so I'm going to let it do it while I'm talking. That's why I'm talking instead of just fast forwarding. Anyways, if you can pony up an extra $100, make sure you go with like a 32 gig version of the SGS3 or 32 gigs on the Transformer Prime. I've never had an issue with that. It's always been more. Ooh, this device is unlocked. Okay, or the device is unlocked. So, looks like we're going to be putting up into a stock ROM and everything's working so far. Come on. But yeah, make sure you pony up and get the. If you. 16 gigs just isn't much. At all. Oh, we do. It's official. Bam. It's gonna load up Jelly Bean. That's awesome. So even with custom recovery, oh man, this is why I love Asus and I love Samsung. You can this is awesome. This is way better. HTC's like, no, we ain't letting you do this. We're not gonna let you do that. And we're gonna make it towards you have to have some S-on installer if you have S-on. Or we're gonna make you use fast boot, or we're gonna make you use, another app, or we're gonna make you jump through hoops to install a kernel or do things that you can do with S-off just fine. No. All of this is yours at your disposal. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Asus, you're not going to see this video. I know you're not. But thank you so much for making such an awesome freaking device. Use system language. Searching for Wi-Fi. Put in my code. Connect. Next. We are Central Time. Next. Yes. I freaking love the keyboard on the Transformer Prime. If you don't have the dock, get it. It completes the Prime. It really does. Plus, it's kind of like a screen protector. When I drove off and heard a thud, and that was my Transformer Prime rolling down the street, I thank God that I had a keyboard dock. It would have definitely busted the screen or something. Restore my Google account? No. I don't want it doing that because it'll go through and install 320 apps. Oh my goodness. Press next. The only thing that sucks is that if you do the restore thing, it will also restore all the Wi-Fi access points you're connected to. But if you use Titanium Backup, you can just go to Titanium Backup, go to the Backup tab, for filters, put in Wi-Fi, and bam, you can restore all the access points you're connected to. At this point, we're not rooted, and I will get this thing rooted today. I won't make a video today simply because I have to work tomorrow, and I don't have that much time. In fact, no, I will not root this thing until I get it on video. That is a promise. And y'all know how long I'll go without having a rooted device. Not long at all. There's the micro SD card, the external SD card, and if we had a flash drive in, that would also do that too. A mobile dock firmware update is available. Take approximately 1 minute, okay. Mobile dock firmware updating. If it's anything like the honeycomb ice cream sandwich, the camera will also need an update too. And if you press the settings button, if you go to Asus Customized Settings, you can actually get rid of that. And now, come on, it's like official Jelly Bean. Oh, cool. It says total space, 15 gigs, external. The update is complete. So the dock got an update. Whatever that did, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, this is Jelly Bean official. I really miss having the menu button down there. And that's not the settings. Okay, you go down here to settings. And then go to about tablet. And you should be able to see right there, Android 4.1.1. Kernel 3.1.1.0, which is probably the newest kernel I've ever seen, and the dock version, all that you can see and compare that to your own system. If you weren't on a custom ROM like I was, you should be able to check for update. If you're unlocked, I don't think it'll work. I think you have to do like I did. Have custom recovery, go to the Asus website, download the official ROM, take the actual update.zip out of the zip that you download, put that on your internal storage or your micro SD card, reboot into recovery, and follow this video. This is just the install and kind of a first look at what you get. Just roughly 1 page of apps. That's cool. I think that's less than last time. So yeah, this is my video on how to install the official Jelly Bean update from Asus with an unlocked device and Twerk recovery installed. Again, I highly recommend not using any other recovery but Twerk. It is the most stable, most reliable, and you can put the full ROM, the super wipe, on the micro SD card, run the full wipe, install the ROM, bam, here you are. If you like this video, please do me a huge favor and give it a thumbs up by clicking the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Again, here in the next few days, I will do a review of what I noticed that's different about Jelly Bean. I haven't had an official ROM on this device for like a while now. I can't remember. But I'll definitely go through all the things that I've noticed, the things that are different, things that I like, things that I don't like, and I'll have an updated review. For now, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video to Marquise Brown's video, MKBHD. He did a video reviewing Jelly Bean, or at first look, on the Transformer Infinity 300, and does other awesome videos. So definitely make sure you check it out his channel and subscribe if you like his stuff. I guarantee you will. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out. Google now. All things I didn't cover in the video because I have not played with them on this device. So I don't know what's different. It's not completely stock, but it's almost stock. We're going to power down. Let's see if you can see that or not. That's just, wow. That's Josh making it happen. That's what that is. But now you see this right here. So we pressed up. It should take us into custom recovery if we had it. But since we had custom recovery and we installed official ROM, we lost custom recovery.